Hi guys, welcome back to some more, finally. I know it hasn't been that long, and I'm... I don't know why I share it with you, but I don't care. Oh well. Hi guys, welcome back to some more Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. Like I said, I've been a bit busy playing... Well, not recording, just been playing with my friend, and I was playing this, if you can see it. I'll show you a better screen of it. I should do this anyway. There you go, look. Wrong game!
This stops the Wildlands. Passengers for the Dead Dews and Luxuriant South Station, please board now. Thank you.
So this is the last surviving wilderness.
It's the world as it once was, nature's last stand. Wild beasts still live and die here as they always have. It's raw in nature, red in tooth and claw, and the chaos here is just as dangerous. The people who live out here are not like the city dwellers. They're different. They don't follow the teachings of the Order. And they don't want to rely on handouts either, so they strive to live off the land.
A refuge for those who refuse to be tamed. Is that it?
Light!
The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead, whence the chaos flows. Here you will meet the servant of fate, adorned with feathers of white. The Angel of Valhalla.
Light? What just happened?
I heard a voice. It said that I've been led here, and I'm supposed to meet someone. The Angel of Valhalla.
What kind of voice? I didn't pick anything up on this end.
A young girl, but I don't think she's close. It was more like she was speaking from the chaos itself.
I just ran a search on this angel person, but it came up blank. Maybe you should ask the locals.
So, like I said, I like this game as well, but because I almost got distracted by that game I'm playing. Also, we only get like the other move in day 8. I heard.
Yeah. What do you want?
I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of someone called the Angel of Valhalla?
You must be new to these parts. There's not a man or woman here that doesn't know the Angel.
The Angel of Valhalla isn't a person. It's a legendary chocobo, covered in feathers as white as the clouds. It's the sacred bird that only appears at the end of the world.
So it's a local legend then?
Yeah, a legend. At least that's what it used to be. But in recent times, many folk have seen the bird with their own 2 eyes. A lot of us are thinking maybe that story is true.
Maybe it is, but Dr. Ghazal has been after it for years, and he still doesn't have proof that the beast is the one from legend.
Dr. Ghazal? Who would that be?
The famous veterinarian, of course. A prickly character with the temper of a behemoth, but he loves his chocobos. When it comes to the Angel, he's the leading expert in all of the Wildlands.
The doctor lives up the road a bit, in the village of Canopus Farms. If you catch him in a good mood, he'll help you out. Maybe.
A white chocobo at the end of the world.
There's nothing about this in any of the official scriptures of the Order. It's a local story, a superstition.
Yes, it is. Someone spoke to me. The voice is real, and it mentioned the Angel of Valhalla. I want to know who it was.
If you think that's what you need to do, then go ahead. You have a lead, at least.
Right, a bad-tempered chocobo vet by the name of Dr. Ghazal. They said I could find him in Canopus Farms.
Guys, the Wildlands.
You aren't from around here, are you?
I suppose you've come to seek the wisdom of our famous Dr. Ghazal. I wanted to ask him about the Angel of Valhalla. I knew it. Well, first things first. You have heard of our Chocobo legend, right? You mean the one about a sacred white chocobo that appears at the end of the world? That's the one. Some of us call that chocobo the Angel of Salvation. Oh, how we've been praying for him to appear. The angel is a harbinger, a signal that it's over at last. That's something to pray for? Oh yes. For the people who live out here, death is a kind of salvation. An outsider like you must find it difficult to understand. 5 centuries ago, all hell broke loose and a new god took over. We became immortal, against all natural laws. See, the people out here don't like that. Even gods shouldn't be allowed to change the natural order of things. Living off the land, growing our own food, surviving by our own wits, and dying when our time is up. That's what we want. And that's why the white chocobo is a good thing. It means this unnatural life is going to be over at last. Right? But you're welcome to believe different. We don't push our creed on anyone. At the same time, as long as you're going to be visiting us here for a while, it's right that you know our ways.
For the people of the Wildlands, the white chocobo is a sign. A herald of a special kind of salvation. Many in these lands worship Etro, the goddess of death. They pray to eventually return to her side, which in their creed is the same as ceasing to exist.
Get on, Hulk. We've got a new creature to fight. I hope this basically explains everything that we already know. There you go. I got a new... Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. I should show you. Wrong one. We've got 2 new clothes with us. One is this, because I wanted to show you it for a while, at least that's one. Well, it's actually DLC, that's what you get for finishing. I'm pretty sure that's what it's doing. Like, when you finish Final Fantasy XIII, then 13-2, it gives you these. Or maybe when you at least play it, like, oh, you played it, good job. And of course, we've already seen this, but I thought, if I'm bringing this one, I might as well bring the second one, the second game. Come on, why wouldn't I? Well, anyway, like I said, actually, no, we'll save the Explorer once we ride a Chocobo. That's right, we can ride a Chocobo because... Oh, I forgot to show you the map. Are you ready? You thought Ted Dunes was big. Got a lot of exploring to do. Alright, so yeah, I'll at least show you that, and if I can't do anything else, oh, we're doing it! Ah! There goes your new ready, Steven. Alright, so we're going to try to pick up as many side missions as possible, with a touch of main missions.
If you want to learn more about the Angel of Valhalla, you should speak to Dr. Ghazal of Kanokazal.
I want to know more about the Angel of Valhalla.
Go away.
I heard you know things. The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead whence the chaos flows. Does that mean anything to you?
Great Etro's helm. Where did you hear those words? Who spoke them?
A young girl, but I never saw her.
A maiden's voice born on the wind. Yes, that's how I heard them too. So it would appear that she has spoken to both of us. Very well. I will share what I know. The angel is a tempestuous chocobo that lives in these plains. I myself have glimpsed the creature many times, but unfortunately I've never succeeded in capturing him. It is said whoever can break him and ride him will become his master. But I've long since given up hope that it shall be me.
Nor me. I don't know anything about chocobos.
Don't rule yourself out, young lady. You may be the one, if you're telling the truth about the voice, that is. It's true, not everyone who hears the voice is the chosen one, but rest assured, the encounter will happen. The legends tell us that the Chocobo's chosen master will be led by the Chocobo to a certain place. I speak of that dread edifice whence the chaos emerges, the temple of Etro herself.
You mean the one built into the cliff?
The very same. And deep below that sinister haven of destruction, an ocean of chaos roils, the great chaos of the stories.
What does that mean? Is it a different kind of chaos?
Alas, the legends give us few details. If you wish to find an answer to that question, you will have to seek the truth in the temple.
And to do that, I've got to find and tame the Angel of Valhalla.
Yes, indeed. But that, let me assure you, is no easy task. I have a couple of assistants who live here in the village. Talk to them, and they can give you advice about finding the chocobo.
An ocean of great chaos buried beneath a temple. Do you think it could be true? Does the Order know anything about it?
No, I'd say it's likely they don't. That temple appeared here from the other world, from Valhalla itself. When it still stood in Valhalla, it was responsible for sealing away a power, the one that now consumes the world. Something inside that temple is a source, the thing that created the chaos. 500 years ago, it let loose the chaos. We see now, but it seems to have been dormant since then. No one knows why.
And you think it's waiting in the temple? This great chaos, that's the source of it all?
It's certainly possible. Perhaps this legendary chocobo will take you there.
Or maybe it won't. But either way, someone's asking for me. And I think it's time I answer.
Hey, don't step on the vegetables.
Sorry, I didn't mean to...
It's all right. No harm done. I was only warning you. I've just planted a whole crop of gazelle seedlings.
Right. Chocobo's favorite food.
Yep, and our bread and butter. My name is Sarala, by the way. This is our field. My father's and mine. We've always worked it together. Nice to meet you and everything.
I've got a feeling in my...
Hello there, stranger. Welcome to Canopus Farms. My name's Garrett. Guess you could say I run things around here. What can we do for you?
I've come to talk to your vet, Dr. Gazal.
Ah, got it. You want to know about the Angel of Valhalla, right? Well, Dr. Gazal's your man.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone tells me.
He's been chasing that white chocobo for over a century now. No one comes close to his passion and expertise. It's all he cares about since his daughter died.
What is it?
Ah, damn. I shouldn't have said anything about his daughter. It's not a secret or anything, but he really hates anybody talking about it. The doctor first came out here with his daughter. They planned to learn about the legend together. But about a century ago, she was killed while they were both out trekking chocobos. It was tragic. The doctor never really told the whole story of what happened. But after that, he threw himself even deeper into his research and work. Soon, it was all he cared about. But listen, promise me one thing, okay?
I won't let on that you told me. Don't worry.
Thanks, I'd appreciate it. I mean, everyone around these parts knows the story, of course, but he wouldn't like it if strangers started asking about his past. Anyway, if you're interested in seeing the legendary chocobo for yourself, Dr. Gazal is the man you have to talk to. They say he's seen the Angel of Valhalla more than a few times, at least a chocobo that looks just like it.
Sounds like he could help.
I bet my hunting bow on it. Well, may nature bless you.
What do you mean?
It's just a saying we have out here in the wildlands. It means good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him. I'm kidding, I won't.
The vegetables?
I don't care if they don't have an important, like, cutscene dialogue, then they're not important.
If you haven't already, you must speak to young Seven. Visit any time.
I am not going to an inn.
Hi.
Okay. Let's see what today's clothes you're wearing, and this time I'm actually gonna buy. So we're gonna change a few things. Holy shit! Now I'll do it the next episode. Oh, my eyes went, whoa, I forgot. That's basically like, is this wrong? Wait. I'll let me show it off. Let's look for our... Let's see, so fire level 3 is what that search thing gives me. Nah, Blizzard level 2 though. Well, at least I showed you. But yes. Just yes. Alright, so hang on. Let's look at them, shall we? So that gives me magic attack. That gives me thunder level 2. Oh, so it's mostly magic, basically. Interesting. Alright. When it comes to showing you clothes, I will gladly show you. This part I'll edit because it's about shopping for... Gonna have too many lights. Oh my god.
Hello there. Thank you. Hello there. Thank you very much.
Alright, so we're definitely going to be exploring. I was just destroying a box.
Excuse me, do you know anything about the Angel of Valhalla?
Do I? You're as smart as you look coming to me with that question. I'll have you know I am the oldest, yes, that's right, the oldest surviving student of the great Dr. Ghazal himself. First, the basics. The legendary Chocobo, the so-called Angel of Valhalla, is not a creature anyone can find just by looking for it.
Except, I'm guessing you're gonna tell me that you can.
Not quite, but I can tell you what the good doctor has told me. That angel is anything but angelic. It's a rough, wild beast. He deliberately seeks out his mortal foe, the Chocobo Eater. So you see, if you wish to find the white Chocobo of legend...
I should find a Chocobo Eater.
Precisely. I knew you were smart. Now, the last sighting of a Chocobo Eater was in the City of Ruins. The ruins lie in grim terrain that stretches yonder to the east. But the Chocobo Eater is a fearsome beast. Be prepared for a fight.
Not the Chocobo Eater! If you guys go back on the other episode, you'll notice, well, 2 episodes, you'll notice that the Chocobo Eater kicked my ass a couple of times. Oh no.
If you want to find the prey, seek out the predator. It makes sense. You should head east and find the City of Ruins.
Okay, right then. And this time I'm gonna let time go. Oh, he doesn't talk when that goes. Like I said, I will explore what the... I know there's a... I know there's an item around here. We will fight it, obviously, but I can only imagine how tough they are, because I think I remember the Wildlands one. Oh, just look at it. Why couldn't this be remade? Why? Why? I still can't believe either Sony or whoever decided to give up. Give me 2 seconds. I have no stamina. There you go. New creature. Slide it.
Keep up if you can.
Aha! Okay, this. Goodbye. Oh, that music! I love how there's like I love how it plays the theme.
A
like
great
the old
city was once built here. For a while, it was the center of all human culture. It appears the ruins here are all that remain of that time.
So was that our golden age? Well, judging by the state of them, it ended a long time ago.
The chaos that's destroying the world emerged right here in the Wildlands. The initial flood of chaos devastated this entire area.
The beginning of the end.
You want to hear something eerie? White as clouds they were. I saw Chocobo Eater tracks around the area, but I don't know what kind of bird it was after. The only white bird of that size I know is the white Chocobo out of the stories. What would happen to the legend? I mean, if the angel ended up being killed. The tracks lead on into the middle of the ruins, but I'm not prepared to go in there alone.
Did you hear that?
Calm. What's more, a Chocobo Eater rampages in the east.
If a Chocobo predator's out there, there must be Chocobos too.
Oh. So, you were seeking the wild Chocobo. Normally, I would warn city folk from such folly, but you look capable enough. But know if you find yourself in trouble, return quickly to the high road. My people are there and will help.
I'd better move fast. This will all be in vain if the Chocobo is killed.
Well, then let's not waddle and...
Ghazal talked about a great chaos beneath the temple of the goddess. What do you think?
I hope that I'm wrong about this, but I'd say that the force behind the world's destruction might be buried somewhere in that temple.
The unseen chaos. I came into contact with it just once. I still remember the feeling. It's not something that belonged in this world. It had to be stopped and destroyed. But I wasn't strong enough to stop it.
It came from the darkness that God cannot see.
Are we done talking yet?
It's a distortion
We
of
done
the
talk-
unseen realm, and there's no reason to think it won't come again.
It may be invisible to God,
They'll never be done talking, won't they?
But it isn't us. I'll be able to find it if there's enough left.
Can we just please? They say hurry up and save the chocobo, and then they talk, which makes me need to stay. Otherwise, the dialogue. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't wanna. Guys, you have no idea how hard this chocobo eater is on normal. You have no idea.
It's the white chocobo. I found it.
He's injured. You have to help him.
No, I won't. This is gonna be rough.
Hesitation.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's gonna be easy, apparently.
I need more time.
This and this and this. This and this and this and this. Ow, can I hit you, please?
Here's what it is. Let's switch it up. Time for a counterattack.
Take this. Joke's on you, bitch.
You're down.
There you go. Sorry, I had to be quiet on that one. Those guys are tough as hell. Those guys are tough as hell.
Look at this. Why didn't he just run away? He's torn up pretty bad.
Perhaps he had to fight to protect something.
It's all right, little one. I'll help you. You're bleeding heavily. We have to stop it.
It's the white chocobo. What happened here?
He needs medical attention, and fast.
Right. I'll get the doctor. Yeah!
It's even worse than I feared. Hey, help me get him to Canopus Farms, now!
Yes,
I won't
Doctor!
let him die. Of that you have the word of Dr. Gazal. Stop moving around! Quickly!
Hey, Hope. Do you really think that was a chocobo?
Why do you ask? It might be a subspecies, but it certainly looked like a chocobo to me.
Right, to me too. But the thing is, when I first saw it, I felt this weird familiarity.
You felt familiar with a chocobo? Maybe you just need a friend, Light.
Hey, I know what I felt. I'll follow the doc back to Canopus Farms.
I'm sorry. Dr. Gazal's in surgery right now and can't be disturbed. You'll have to wait
Give me
here.
some fresh water. Yeah. Okay, good.
As I stood there, watching the doctor try to save the chocobo's life, I knew this was no ordinary animal.
I wonder why.
All right. Good, that's it.
Not only because of the legend, I felt a connection, as if we'd fought together.
It's me.
Why? It made no sense. Hang on.
It's all over. You can come see for yourself.
It's all over. He's dead. Game over. I realize I've been cutting my head a little bit. Oh well.
Light, what about the chocobo? Do you want to leave without seeing how it's doing?
Is he alright?
His wounds are cleaned and dressed, but he's still dying.
Can't you help?
Listen to me. He's half-starved. If he is to recover, he needs nutrients, vitamins, protein. But no matter what we do, we can't make him eat.
Is he that weak?
It's not a question of being weak. He's too proud. That's the problem. We've tried everything to coax him, but he simply won't accept any food from humans. And the fool beast just glares at us.
That pride will kill him.
Such a stubborn bird can be none other than the Angel of Valhalla. The only human the angel will bow to is the one he recognizes as master. Perhaps he will obey you. Try it. Offer him this.
Light.
Is this alright?
Well, it looks like he recognizes you as his master. As long as we keep providing him with feed, he should recover. I say we, but of course I mean you. He will not accept help from anyone else. He has to be your responsibility and yours alone.
If I do it, will he recover?
I would bet my reputation on it. This is the bird of legend. You're destined to ride him to the fountainhead of the chaos. But before you can do that, the bird needs to be fed.
So you said. Any hints? What kind of food should I give him?
I prescribe a balanced diet of Gizal greens, quality sheep's milk, and nutritional supplements. Ask the villagers if they have any greens or milk to spare.
I'm not gonna name him.
But...
Aw, did that hurt?
Aww.
So now I have to play nurse to a giant bird. I'm telling you, it better be worth the trouble.
he'll become your steed. And not only that, if the legends are true, he'll be able to guide you to the temple of the goddess and the source of the great chaos.
We'll see. He'd better be useful. I was never one for keeping pets.
Hello. Have you taken the time to speak to the villagers?
The villagers? Oh, right. They've been waiting for the Chocobo to answer their prayers. And now he's here to do that. With the Savior's help.
Answer their prayers? Where'd you hear that? Don't tell me. You've been talking to Garrett, haven't you? 'Tis true he's a founder of the village, but a more indiscreet man I've never known. The fact is, we've all got our own scars. A man who wanders the world searching for a wife who everyone knows is dead. A man who still yearns for his life in the city. Folk who suffer anguish they cannot name. Garrett's taken it on himself to look after everyone and try to solve all their problems. But if you ask me, the burden he bears is too much for one man.
He seemed cheerful enough. Was that an act?
He's the last survivor of the intrepid band that founded this village. To him, we're all part of his family, and he's devoted his life to trying to keep Canopus Farms together. It's not an easy road he's chosen, and there've been plenty of sad times. But why am I burdening you with our tales of woe? I don't want you thinking you're responsible for having to save Garrett and the rest. You've done plenty for us just by finding the white chocobo. People here are more hopeful than I've seen in many a year. I reckon you've saved a soul or two. But even if nothing has really changed, you mustn't think our woes are your responsibility.
Sorry, I didn't know that hope was not finished. Again, time's
People
going.
here are so kind. In this village, everyone is always willing to pitch in and help a neighbor.
I would have lost the mission set.
You should feed that white chocobo of yours with some gazal greens. Normally we have a full crop, but with father away I have no fertilizer to grow more. That's the last one, but you can have it.
You're supposed to give me a mission.
Oh, you should eat.
A bunch of fuss buckets, aren't they? The villagers, I mean.
Everyone's been very kind and helpful.
Well, you have to be out here in the wildlands. No one who tries going it alone survives very long. Just remember, if someone scratches your back, they'll expect some back scratching in return.
Is that how I get the missions? Ah, that's how I get the missions. Okay, stripping out, I handed it over.
How does it look? Can you help the chocobo?
Well, the doctor says he's out of immediate danger, for now. But he needs quality fodder to get his strength back.
Why, that is good news. I suppose that means you'll be wanting lots of gazal greens then, won't you? I could give you lots normally, but we've just shipped off our latest harvest to the city, and we don't have any left.
So it's no use waiting for the next crop, right?
Actually, gazal greens ripen ever so fast. They spring out of the ground right before your eyes, if you have fertilizer, that is. Father went off to the woods to collect fertilizer, but he still hasn't returned. He's been gone for days.
But the woods aren't that far. Could something have happened?
He does it all the time. He wanders off without a word and leaves me alone. That's why I'm not so worried. I know he'll be back, eventually.
The least he could do is tell you where he goes. It's not right. Forcing you to put on a brave front and pretend you're not worried.
Oh, you could tell? Darn it. I try so hard to pretend it's perfectly normal that he just disappears. But the truth is, I'm scared to death about him.
And you have no idea where he goes? What's his name?
His name's Cole. He said he went to the woods to look for fertilizer. The Yogwoods, I mean. If you happen to see Father, would you tell him something?
If I find a farmer called Cole, I'll send him on home.
Father headed towards Yog, where the hunting woods lie. When you find him, tell him to bring some fertilizer home.
That is if he's still alive, that is. I mean, this is a dangerous area. Oh yeah, he'll be fine, 100%, totally.
You could knock me down with a feather. Who'd have thought a stranger would get one over on the doctor and capture the white chocobo first?
Get one over. You have a problem with it?
No, don't get me wrong. It's just that the doctor has been doing nothing but hunt that chocobo for over a century. 100 years.
And I came along and snatched his prize away. I made him look incompetent at best.
Yeah, but look, the chocobo's here. That's the important thing. And still alive thanks to you. Everyone in this village wants to see that chocobo get better, not just the doctor. I'm pretty much in charge of this village, so if you need any help at all, you just come and talk to me.
Oh,
sound good?
I'm gonna buy...
It's all coming true. The legends, the stories, everything that the voice told me.
You heard the girl too, didn't you?
Oh yes, 100 years ago it was. Yeah, but I was younger then. I nursed a foolish hope that I would be the man who found and caught the white chocobo. So I took my only daughter and set out into the wildlands. There we would search for the angel together. We found it too. I saw it with my very own eyes. I was captivated. My name would go down in history. In that moment I cared for nothing but my triumph. And when my daughter lost her footing on the cliff, I was too slow to react.
I'm sorry.
She fell into a chasm of chaos, and I could do nothing. But that's when I heard the voice. A young girl, her words ringing loud and clear inside my head. I've never forgotten them. Follow your destiny. The sacred white bird must come again. Help the one. Help the one chosen by the angel.
Are you sure it wasn't your daughter's voice that you heard?
No, it was a voice I did not know. But I've come to believe that, in some strange way, the message came from my daughter. That it was her last wish. She had to die, so that I might know my destiny. As you see, Chosen One, I'm here to fulfill your destiny and my own.
All right, then. You can help me get into that...
Mother! You're here! You're really here!
Of course, honey. It's been so long. You seem to be doing well.
Compared to Luxurian, things aren't as convenient, but it's not so bad. Come on, I'll show you around the village. Oh, and remember, don't stray too far from the path. It's not safe.
Thank you, dear. I'll be sure to remember that.
I can't think of a bond stronger than the love between a mother and child. Are you all right? I used to have family too. A sweet little thing who I adopted as my own. How I loved her.
Where is she now?
She's gone. But she was the sweetest thing, always following me around. Her fur was the softest of all animals.
Fur? What? You mean... Oh, wait. You're talking about a pet.
A dog, yes. But she was so much more than that. Her name was Clove. She was my only family. One day I lost sight of her for a split second. And she just never came home. Even though I loved her like my own, she probably didn't feel the same about me. I think about her all the time.
North of here lies a desolate land that's littered with the hulks of downed airships. Hardly anyone goes there, apart from the curious and the brave. If you manage to trek across that land, you'll eventually reach one particular airship wreck. There's a man who lives in that wreckage, a recluse who's turned his back on the rest of human society. Of course, he's not the only recluse to make his way out to the wildlands, but this one stands out with his giant nest of a haircut. I hear he used to be a pilot back in the day.
And so that's the wrong way I was going then, basically, you were saying. Thank you for telling me that, so I should go this way is what you're saying, got it. Oh, I know who that is, if you guys know who that is. Okay, give me a comment. I'm surprised Hope's not talking to me. Alright, I see a town. Okay, I think this town would have some fertilizer mission, hopefully. And that creature was too far away from me.
Welcome to our village. Arius is its name, and it's home to the finest sheep in the wildlands. You haven't heard of our sheep? Well, that's all right, I suppose. Not everyone has. If there's anything you want to know, about sheep or otherwise, you just ask me. Except, I charge a fee for every question. But I guess I could offer you a special deal. 1 million gil. How does that sound? If you don't like it, then scram! It's a joke, sweetie. I do it to all our visitors. It makes them feel like part of the Arius family.
Well, that was a mission then. I thought that was a mission.
Do you know that?
Don't care. Again, if you don't have a mission for me.
Ah, mademoiselle. Might I have a word? I consider myself an expert in the culinary arts, that's cooking food to you. But I have not been able to practice my true skill these many years. My master taught me his greatest recipes, but together we only made them but one time. Now the world stands on the edge of destruction, and I fear I will never make them again.
I'd like to help, but about the only dish I can cook is behemoth steak on a campfire.
What I need is much simpler than that. I require only a few small but vital ingredients.
Which you can't find.
Exactement. Especially in this day and age.
All right, if I find any, I'll bring them to you.
Mademoiselle, merci beaucoup. With those ingredients, I'll once again be able to craft the masterpieces of my forebears.
For the longest time, I forgot to switch off the fucking Wi-Fi.
Have you tried our sheep dishes? Believe with a smile. If anything catches your eye.
Well, honestly, I've been trying to get all my... Holy shit! I forgot about that epic armor. Oh my god. Like I said, this time I'm actually gonna buy all of it. Holy shit.
Come back.
Okay, let's have a good look at them. First things first, we'll look at the big armor. Hopefully it gives me more attack, which it doesn't. God dang it, but it does give me a fucking level 3 slash thing. Okay. Let's see what this one's like. I mean, it gives me level something.
Wait, hold blast your fuzzy hides! Where are you going? Come back, please! This is a calamity! What shall I do? What shall I do?
Having some trouble?
Trouble? I'd say. Some of my flock has fled. They've never done this before. What set them off? And of all the times for it to happen, a disaster, I say.
Let me get this straight. It's my fault your sheep ran off, and so it's my job to bring them back?
Well, I realize you meant no harm, of course, but yes, if you're volunteering, please bring my sheep back.
Give me fertilizer, it's the deal.
Well, what do they look like?
3 in total, and you'll know them when you see them. They were raised on my own patented formula and grow much larger than normal sheep. It will be a simple matter to give them a scare and drive them back home where they belong. Do this for me and I will be most grateful, and I will offer you a special reward as thanks.
I'll look forward to it.
You should, because it will be in the form of my world-famous fuzzy sheep milk. It's no ordinary milk, let me tell you. Packed with nutrients, creamy and delightful it is. And with 3 sheep, there'll be a lot of it.
Can you get milk from sheep? Can you? I'm not sure about that.
So you're the new kid I've been hearing about, huh? Whoa, that's a mighty grand weapon you have there. Do you really know how to use it? The reason we buy soul seeds off seed hunters is because there are people with very deep pockets who buy them from us. They're interested in the seeds and nothing else. That's why I'll buy whatever you got. You can make a lot of money in this business, I tell you.
I got a lot of money from selling all my...
Not bad. Didn't think you had it in you. Here's your cut. Go on, take it.
No story? Okay. No, bad sheep, bad sheep. Why do you move like a cow? What are you, a cow sheep? I want you to keep going. No, bad sheep. Get in the... Bad sheep. Oh my god, I remember that mission, guys. God damn it, that mission is gonna be annoying. Yo, last... I do believe that this is another one. I do believe that's another one. Those are actually... Well, that's the... Don't know what that is, but I marked it close to it, I hope. Well, it'll give me a hint, basically. Okay, so where do you guys think the last... Hello? No, you don't turn around and look at your killer. You run from your killer. What did I say? Run from your killer. Run from your killer. Wrong way. Run from your killer. That way? Yes. If you don't go right in, I will kill you. That's the deal. There you go. Dude, calm down. You literally said give him a scare. Why are you pissing your pants? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I could chop you right now.
That's the last of them.
On behalf of my sheep, I thank you. As promised, I present you with my sheep milk, the likes of which you won't find anywhere else. Just have to milk them. Hang on. There you go. Go on, take it. It's all for you. I tell you, if you hadn't found them, it would have been years of research down the drain.
Okay, so you're a scientist then, not just a sheep farmer?
Yes, exactly. Sheep's milk. That's my specialty. I carefully selected wild specimens and bred them for generations. I fed them a special formula I've refined over the decades, caring for them night and day. At long last, I had the fine, creamy milk I sought. And now I have the inestimable honor presenting the fruit of my labor to you, the one chosen by the Angel of Valhalla.
Chosen by the Angel, huh? So, what makes you think that's me?
Oh, I can put 2 and 2 together easily enough. The reports of a white chocobo, the growing tide of chaos and monsters, all are clear signs that the end of the world is upon us. Not only that, amidst all the portents, I hear rumors of a young woman warrior with rose-colored hair, a description that matches that of the white chocobo's master in some of the tales. And just as I was pondering that, you show up. Why, it had to be destiny!
It could be a lot of things, but you believe what you want.
Oh, I will! I have long known that the milk I made here would change the fate of the world. You are the one chosen by the Angel. You changed the world with every encounter, with every decision. Our meeting here was no accident.
Hey, Light. Why don't you try feeding some of that to the chocobo?
In fact, I'll show you around the area. Look how pretty it is. Oh, and I'll show you this, because if I remember correctly, there was nothing in here. Wait, I hear that. There was, haha.
Very interesting looking fruit growing over there. I'd like to go and pick some for myself, but I don't see any way to get up this cliff.
Excuse me. You look like you can handle a weapon. Do you want to do me a favor?
Well, that would depend.
It's no big deal, it's just... I need proof that I slayed some monster. Tall order for me, easy enough for you. I'd make it worth your while, of course. So, what do you say?
What do I get?
Chocobo feed. Special stuff. The best around. Delivered fresh from Aria's farms. Sounds good, right?
You're in luck. Chocobo feed is exactly what I need.
Hey, that's the spirit. Thanks! That's everything I asked for. Now I can hold my head up proud when I return to Yacht Village.
Are you gonna tell me what you need it for?
For my hunter's trial. See, I just joined the band, but I'm not officially one of the hunters. But I want to be, and fast. I've got to prove my worth by bringing back a piece of a monster. Proof of my prowess, they call it.
So, let me get this straight. You're gonna take what I collected as the proof? You just used me to cheat on the trial.
Cheating? Who said it was cheating? The rules say I can get the monster stuff by any means. That includes dealing. And there's nothing that says I can't enlist other people to help. Their trial is about who has the ability to survive, and wits are just as important as brawn. The only rule in the Wildlands is there are no rules.
Maybe that's enough to convince you, but if you're not cut out to be a hunter, you're just setting yourself up for trouble later.
I'm used to it. You know how many times I failed this test? 101. That's how many.
101?
I saw that look. You think I'm a loser, don't you?
No, I'm impressed, really. You did something few people can. To fail at something as often as you did, and still get back on your feet to try again, it's a rare quality. You have real perseverance, more than I have. Forget what I said earlier. I was wrong. You are strong enough. You've got the makings of a great hunter.
Now you're making me blush. I still can't shoot an arrow further than I can spit.
Maybe not, but you're going to be a hunter anyway. And yes, maybe it will take you 101 tries, but eventually you'll succeed and bring a monster down.
The thick, tangled foliage draws monsters who seek cover in the dark shadows. There's a village in the center of the woods, home to a band of hunters. For them, it's a hunting ground. It's all too easy to become lost in here. Strange vines grow rapidly, covering the paths and blocking the way.
1, 2, 3. Alright, time for fertilizer. So yeah, I just wanted to show just that I forget that sometimes I record randomly and leave it to record certain things. But yeah, we've been battling enough creatures for today. This better not be the way out. That's the least thing. That's the last thing I want. Let's go this way. Also, we need to watch out for any of those fertilizer things, and watch for our father, which is probably probably dead because I don't remember fully, but I think he's dead. I don't think we spoiler already. Then oh well. All right. Like I said, I might keep all this. That's why I'm going to be recording an hour and 60 minutes. Also, if I have one more encounter, I'm going to actually stop recording again. Alright, time to heal. There you go. Hey, bye-bye.
I could lose.
Okay, one more encounter and then stop recording again, but still record, but not. You know what I'm saying?
See that? That there is a cluster of barrier vines. The blue ones part during the day, while the red ones, well, they do the opposite. They part only at night.
twisted rock formations. The bare cliffs stretch for miles around. You'll need the help of a chocobo if you want to get anywhere in this terrain. Strange to say, but people have built a village out here. Polta, inhabited by followers of the goddess Etro.
Okay, we're gonna fight this. At least this I'll show you with face cam. The other thing was tough, but yeah, this is gonna be tough. Okay, well, it's not getting weakened by that, but okay. Okay, now it likes lightning, yay. Joke's on you.
Don't even try.
So, lightning's basically useless, you know, the goddess form is basically useless at this point. Come on, I know you're going to attack me soon. Nope. Sick. Okay, you're not too that tough. Oh well, I wasted it. He was getting up way too early. Yeah, well there you go. So I'm actually going to stop the recording again. Seriously, Stephen? So we can get back because, well, I'll show you the area a little bit. That's why I came here in the first place. I know Hope did say you can only go through. Well, not really. I literally went past it now. I'm fine. But yeah, we'll fight this thing one more time and then we'll stop. But that wasn't even a fucking challenge.
Let's switch it up. I'll bring back lost time.
This.
Time to cut them down.
Okay, well you're fire now.
I'll take you to the unseen void.
You failed.
Time for a counterattack.
Nope. Now that's more like it. Nice try. Now this is more like it. They're actually putting up a fight. This. Come on. This. Blocking.
Time to cut them down.
Now you're lightning. Why does it have to be lightning? You son of a bitch.
Time for action. Unfurl the wings of death.
I should not use lightning.
The goddess makes me powerful. Keep the enemy on its toes. Time to cut them down.
Ow!
Time to cut them down.
My god, this guy actually hurted me a lot there.
The goddess makes me powerful.
Die, please. Oh my god, that guy actually hurt me a lot there. Holy shit. But so yeah, I'm sorry that was quiet on that fight. Like I said, I know some of them. Yeah, I need to get a chocobo to get here. Oh well, we fought enough of those already. I'll let time go a little bit.
Keeping the eye on its toes.
Alright, attack him more.
Such is fate. Time for action. Time to cut them down. Time to sleep.
That kind of scared me a little. I was like, what is it doing?
Thanks for waiting. It's your funeral.
I want to give it some of this. Take this, you son of a bitch. Aha! Monkey! Take this, monkey. Look at your horns. I realize every time I fight, I'm always quiet. I'm almost dead, by the way. Monkey, you have a chance to kill me, but you're failing quite miserably. Like, seriously. You try a little bit harder, please. Goodbye.
Can't be too careful.
Hey.
Easy now. Drink this. You're the Cole who owns the field?
Hmm? Who told you that name? Where'd you hear it?
From Sarala at Canopus Farms. She told me that her father, Cole, left the village to collect fertilizer from the woods, but he didn't come back.
And so you thought I was this fertilizer seeker? Is that what you're telling me? Is that right?
You still haven't answered my question.
Sure enough. But why should I give you something for nothing? I say we, you and I, engage in some give and take.
You're not gonna answer me, are you?
Not until you do something for me. The fact is, I am looking for fertilizer, which doesn't make me that Cole fella mind. Anyway, it's a big job, and I could do with some help. Nah, it's simple enough work. Anyone can do it. I've already found the stuff. It just needs gathering. I've marked the locations with a shovel. All you have to do is dig the stuff up and bring it to me.
I've done what you asked. Now tell me who you are.
Of course. I'm a man of my word, and I'll tell you what you want to know. You said you are looking for Sarala's father, a man called Cole? That's right, isn't it? Now listen carefully. The Cole you seek, well, the fact is he's already dead.
He is?
Yep, that's right. I was the one who found him. He was attacked by monsters. I ran to help, but by the time I reached him, it was too late. I was standing here pondering how I was going to break the news to Sarala when you came along with your questions. I feared if I told you what happened, you'd run straight off and tell Sarala.
She has to be told sometime. Or will you keep it a secret?
Of course not. I know I can't put it off forever as much as I'd like to. Now's the time. She needs to be told the truth. Plain and simple, with no sugarcoating. I think it'll be for the best. In the long run, leastways.
For the best, huh? Tell me. When you say it would be for the best, do you mean it would be the best for Sarala? Or are you talking about yourself?
What do you mean? Why, Sarala, of course. She's a strong girl. If you ask me, she'll do far better without her old man to burden her. Yep, she'll be able to move on, stand on her own feet, and live her own life.
All right. Well, in that case, let me tell her.
You'd really do that? I'd hate to drag a stranger into this.
Maybe a stranger is exactly who she needs to hear it from.
You might be right. Very well. I'll leave it in your capable hands. That fertilizer you collected, it was Cole who found it. So,
Why don't you take it to Sarala as a keepsake? Oh, and one more thing. Give her a message from Cole.
You spoke to him?
Yep, just before he died in my arms. The last thing he said was, dig next to the flower. You tell her that, in those exact words.
It's a hard story to swallow. But at the very least, he really cares about Sarala and what happens to her. I'll go back to Canopa's farms and tell Sarala the news. Sarala.
Oh, hello! Is that fertilizer from the woods? Thanks. That mean you met Father?
I've got some bad news.
Oh, no! Please, not that.
He left a message. His last words before he died were, dig next to the flower.
The flower? A box?
My dearest daughter, if this letter has found its way into your hands, it breaks my heart. But you shall not be seeing me again. I pray that you'll forgive me, but I could not bring myself to say these words to you in person. Now, I want you to know this. The vegetables that we grow in that field are the finest in all of the wildlands. Everyone who tastes them agrees. Do you know why, my daughter? Because you are the one who tends them. It's all thanks to you. Once I am dead, the farm passes to you. It's yours to do as you please. I ask only one thing of you. You know the flower that I looked after? The one that never blooms? Please, promise me you'll look after it and keep it safe. This is my last request to you. There will be no more after this. Farewell, my dearest daughter.
Oh, Dad!
Are you all right?
Yes. Thank you for everything, for telling me the truth. Father stayed here on the farm, not because he liked it, but because he didn't want to leave me alone. He always wanted to leave this place and go on a journey.
A journey?
Yes, to find my mother. She disappeared a long time ago, but he believed she was alive, and he thought I held him back.
You shouldn't think like that.
But it's true. Look what he wrote in the letter. It's all about that stupid flower that never even blooms. He practically comes out and says he doesn't care what happens to me as long as his precious flower is safe.
What flower?
Oh, who cares? He was obsessed with it, you know? Always fussing over it. Even though it never bloomed once. What?
It is. It really is. I found it. Unbelievable.
Who are you?
Why, who cares who I am? Behold, the Sarala rosa, genus Munchus, the flower of legend, said to bloom once every 500 years.
What? Sarala?
Yes. Sarala rosa Munchus. In the ancient tongue, it means for the love of my daughter. The legend says that any place that it blooms will be blessed with great fortune and prosperity forever. I must leave you now and write my paper before my rivals beat me to it. Cornelia is my name, and plant biology is my game. Goodbye and good luck.
Sarala. He must have named you after the flower. For good luck and prosperity.
Yes. Oh, Dad. Oh, right. You wanted some greens, didn't you? You can borrow my field if you like, to grow some of your own.
I'm not a farmer.
You'll soon get the hang of it. You just need dirt, which I've got. And we've got the fertilizer that Father found. There you go. Can you see? The spots where I spread the fertilizer. Just plant seeds there and gazelle greens will sprout thick as weeds. Here, I'll give you your first seed. The better the fertilizer, the more greens you can grow. Go find some and bring it back here. Very nice. That's good fertilizer you found. Now you'll be able to grow an even bigger crop of greens. Plant the seeds and you'll have a crop of...
Oh, he loved his wife, he did. As long as Sarala takes over the field, I'll be okay. In the wildlands, survival is about doing your job. I'll take Gisal greens over Tantal greens any day.
Tantal?
Tantal greens. The folk over at the Chaos Research Camp grow them. They're a fine legume, but not as good as Gisal greens, in my opinion. But pay them a visit, if you're interested.
Only one of the few people who dare travel here. This is a terribly desolate place. The graveyard for many wrecked airships. Perhaps this is the result of the wave of destruction that occurred 500 years ago.
So at least get these cutscenes, and this was going to be an hour and 50 minutes because of all the tricks I'm doing, and I'm... Oh yeah, I should show you what I bought from a certain person. Alright, so I'll show you the weapon. Wrong one. Wasn't clothing, it was a weapon actually. Not that strong though. I bought this, not sure what it does, but it does all that, as you can see. It decreases a lot of... Okay. I also got this. I don't know what it does again, but oh well. I also got this. It does something else about my ATP gauge. Didn't know about the ATP gauge part. I mean, it's not matching what she's wearing though. I was thinking about putting it on, but the other thing gives me health regeneration, so no. And also, we've got a new shield. Got this. Again, something about ATV gauge. I actually do like that. And we got this one too. And those are my DLC things that aren't working. There you go, you're welcome. Alright, so we're in a new place now. To let my fertilizer do its job, I actually need to...
What can I do?
I'm only talking to people that are interested, that have a mission for me, but guess what? You didn't have a... Ooh.
The ground looks right for planting. I can grow vegetables here too. If you have some room in your field, I'd like to use a patch.
This is private property.
Aren't you friendly?
I wonder what the other...
A traveler? Well, this is a rare treat.
This place is off the beaten track.
Let me tell you something. This used to be the center of civilization. It might be hard to believe, but up until a few centuries ago, this land was home to the world's largest city.
Yeah, a long time ago, right?
Yeah, that's right. And then the chaos came and devoured everything. Soon after, I set up camp here with my colleagues to research the dark power that swept over this land. No one's been keeping track of how long we've been out here, but it's been a while. We've been preoccupied, buried in our work, though we've made little progress. That wreckage has caught your eye, has it? This might be hard to believe, but a man lives there. He's been on his own for years, barely talks to his soul. I see him every once in a while, but he never sticks around. Always turns and flees as soon as he sees me.
You're...
Hi there. There's not much to do or see here.
What? What? What was the point of me coming here? Huh? What the bloody... What?
If you have some...
You're not allowed here.
You're not allowed here.
The ground looks right for planting.
I know.
I can grow vegetables here too.
I know.
As I speak of the white chocobo that you're caring for, perhaps you would like to feed him some of this fortifying milk. The truth is, one of my regulars wanted it, but I just can't stand by seeing that poor creature suffer. You take it. Come again.
Easy there. Be careful.
Such a resilient animal.
Will he be all right?
Let's have a look. Yes, he's doing much better. Healthy enough to be ridden, I'd say. He's on the way to a complete recovery, but you'll need to keep an eye on him for a while. I must say, he truly is a splendid specimen. I've spent 100 years caring for chocobos, and I feel as if it were all preparing me for this moment. Thank you.
What is it? Rest for a while.
Now that you've nursed the chocobo back to health, why not take him for a ride? You can explore the wildlands together.
I'll bring back lost time.
Well, like I said, this is the trick I've been doing. I'm making sure I've been healing. But as you can see, we've got a chocobo flying with us now, and we can ride them. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So yeah, I'm actually going to record. I'm actually going to record until the end. So if there's less editing, then I'm sorry. Goodbye. I meant to use lightning, but sure. Okay. So there you go, we've got a chocobo now.
Hello there.
You're Dr. Gazal's assistant, but who are you?
Tilda. I'm a doctor around here. We have a bit of a problem, I'm afraid. So I was just consulting with the assistant here.
He doesn't look happy. Is he injured?
Something is wrong, that's for sure. We just found him. He's ever so weak.
Huh, poor thing. But he'll be all right, with a vet and a doctor looking after him.
Right. This clever vet was just telling me about an effective medicine that should help.
I'm still just a trainee. Dr. Gazal is the clever one. I just run errands. But I'm going to help this little one get better.
He'll stay with me for the first little while. Not that I know much about dogs. I usually treat people, obviously. All I need to do is have him drink the assistant's medicine. I can handle that.
Good news for the dog. I'm sure he'll get better soon.
He would, except...
Except...
Well, we're out of ingredients to make the medicine.
Yeah, that's the problem, see?
I could collect the ingredients for you.
Yes, you could. I mean, it's not like you'd have to go to the ends of the world to find them, or anything like that. The assistant can give you a list of what we need. This girl, she's actually more clever than she lets on.
Oh no, I'm not. I still hardly know anything at all. But I do know how to help the dog. He just needs the right medicine and he'll be fine.
Okay then, tell me what you need. And I should give these to Tilda, right?
Yes, please. Oh, thank you so much for helping out. Well, I've got to run. Dr. Gazal will be expecting me back at Canopus Farms.
If you bring me the ingredient...
If you have some room in your field.
This is private property.
I wonder what the...
There's not much to do.
Disaster! Those woolly-headed ovine have done it again! What goes on in those tiny heads of theirs? Why do they do this?
Sounds like you have more sheep trouble.
I'd say I do! The fuzzy sheep have effected a mass escape! Every single one of them gone!
Doctor, you must calm down.
What? Oh, sorry. You could hear me from over there?
They could hear you back in Luxarian, I'd say.
Oh, it's just I'm so upset. This young lady is Millie, a good friend of mine. Now, Millie, did you need something?
Nothing. It's just that, well, I think I know why the sheep ran away.
You do? Pray tell.
Last night I heard some kind of ruckus around the pens. I couldn't tell what it was, but I'm thinking it must have put the sheep into a panic. Maybe it was some kind of monster, and it tried to get at the sheep.
I see. So the sheep were terrorized by the occurrences of the night. Something reminded them of it, and they bolted en masse. Well, that certainly would explain their behavior. But I'm no closer to getting them back. It is near impossible to herd a whole flock of panicked sheep. The only thing that could drive them back is something bigger and scarier than what they saw in the night. Something like a chocobo.
Oh, I do hope you find...
The doctor's sheep? I see one flock.
Some sheep ran that away. Nearby. They're very attached to the... I saw a flock stampede.
Words are not enough to express the depth of my gratitude, but thank you.
Don't lose him again.
Indeed, that mystery remains unsolved. Why do they flee in the first place? Millie suggested that a monster put a scare into them. She's nowhere to be seen. That's not like her.
Things to do, maybe?
Yes, perhaps, but I'm a bit worried. She seems a little troubled in recent days.
If I see her, I'll talk to her.
I'd be grateful if you did. Oh, I almost forgot the most important thing of all. I must present you with your just reward.
Hey, Light. Why don't you try feeding some of that to the chocobo?
Come on, you can do it.
Have you tried our... You'll leave with a smile. Hey there! Are you new to the... I urge you to... But looking at that... Most monsters... I'm sure that... But take one... Not that our sheep have...
What was I thinking? I'm a fool.
What are you talking about?
Well... All right, I'll confess. It was me who did it. I was the one who made all the sheep run away like that. There was no monster. There never was. In the dead of night, I saddled up a chocobo and rode around the pens, whooping and shouting.
And that's what panicked the sheep? But why would you do that?
Well, it's complicated. You see, I really wanted to give Dr. Sheep a reason to talk to you.
So that's what this has been all about. Wouldn't it have been easier to just introduce us, like normal people do?
He's been excited ever since he heard about your arrival in the Wildlands. But he's terribly shy, the Doctor. He'd never be able to just approach a stranger, no matter how much I prodded him. Not in normal circumstances, it just wasn't going to happen, so I came up with a plan. I had to make him desperate enough that he'd totally need your help. Then he'd have to talk to you.
So you chased away all the sheep. That threw the Doctor into a total panic. You figure that in his desperation, he'd forget his shyness and talk to me.
It does sound crazy looking back on it, but it worked. Except that since then, the sheep have been incredibly nervous and high-strung. Any little thing is enough to set them off stampeding out of their pens and into the wilderness.
Cannot be good for them.
I know, I feel terrible about the whole thing. All I wanted to do was help the Doctor, but instead I've made him worried sick. Not to mention, years of research almost went down the toilet.
If you're really sorry, you should tell the Doctor what you did.
No, I couldn't. What if he ended up hating me?
If you don't, he's gonna keep worrying about what scared his sheep in the first place. Are you okay with that? You care for each other, don't you? Then tell him the truth.
Care for each other? What do you mean? That is to say, yes, we do, but...
You said it yourself. He's a very shy man, but he talks to you easily enough. Seems to me he thinks of you as something more than just a colleague. Just talk to him. He'll understand.
All right, I will. Thank you so much. You've been so kind to me, despite all the trouble I caused you.
Have you met a... We are right. Anyway, if you meet her...
What is it?
You really want to see the tears of an angel, don't you? Well then, let's see. The price for today is... I'm so sorry. I know this is getting old, but I don't think I can sell them to you after all.
Look, if you can't sell me any, why don't you just tell me in the first place?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you insist on buying them when they're not what you're after in the first place? I know deep down, you really want something else.
You're a mind reader too?
Don't be coy. It's just that I can read people sometimes. I can sense what they're after.
Look at you, blessed with all these hidden talents. Alright, what is it that I'm really after?
No need to be snide. What you're after is gone. Never to return. You lost something that was dear to you. An irreplaceable bond of some kind.
Who the hell are you?
I'm just a kid that's always been a little bit more perceptive than others, that's all. For some reason, I can sense what people want and how they're feeling. My tears are therapeutic for them.
I don't understand how it is that your tears can help people with their problems.
Well, everyone's been alive for so long now, their hearts are old and worn. They don't know how to feel anymore. Their tears have all dried up. People have lived for so long with feelings of sorrow and despair that it's become a natural part of them now. They don't even notice it anymore. They can't cry because they've forgotten how. That's why I do it for them. When people see my tears, it helps them remember how they used to feel. I think people should be able to laugh when they're happy and cry when they're sad.
The angel's tears you sell mend people's hearts. I'll admit, that's admirable.
I believe you can't smile a genuine smile without being able to cry genuine tears. I just help them remember what it's like. But I can't heal you with my tears. That's why I don't cry for you. Sorry.
Then what about you? Do you ever cry for yourself to mend your own heart?
Huh? For me? No, haven't done that in a long time.
At least not for centuries, I'm guessing.
I think so. Why do you ask?
Just curious. She heals people by crying for those who can't, but she can't cry for herself. Her tears have become nothing more than a tool for her trade, an item to sell. No one seems to notice that, like everyone else, her heart needs healing too. The clocks are all ticking happily away. I hope you can relax now.
Thank you. If I had failed to inspect the clocks and they had stopped, I don't know what I would have done. I would have felt responsible for the world coming to an end. I wouldn't have been able to keep living, not with that kind of guilt on my shoulders.
I'm glad I could put your mind at ease, but remember, the end is still coming, you know. A lot sooner than you think.
That's encouraging.
What can I say? It's inevitable.
Yes, I do know that. But that's the reason why I care for the clock so much. I don't want to wait for the Savior to come and do all the work.
Why is that? You don't trust her?
No, it's not that. When the world ends, I want to be absolutely sure. I want to be 100% certain that I finished the task that I was meant to do.
No regrets, is that it? No feeling you left your job unfinished?
Yes, that's exactly right. No regrets. Even if the Savior doesn't show up to save the whole of mankind, I can face the end with pride.
Maybe not everyone needs to be saved by God. Maybe completing your duty is the way to salvation.
Go out with me.
You look really upset.
Yeah, bet you can't guess why.
Don't tell me, you were dumped.
No. I mean, yeah, I guess so, pretty much. We were supposed to go on a date. It was set. I made us a reservation at the Banquet of the Lord. Do you know how hard that was to get?
Being stood up is never fun.
Yeah. Now I've got to cancel it. I can't go alone. Unless, that is, you want to go? Then it wouldn't be a total waste, would it?
Wow, how could I say no?
I know. I'm not good at talking to women. I just wanted to sit and watch the fireworks together. My girl looking gorgeous in her best dress, the colorful lights reflected in her eyes.
Did you just get asked out on a date? You're not really going, are you?
He wasn't serious.
Are you sure? He might end up in the Banquet of the Lord at a table for two, waiting for you to show up.
That's really his problem, not mine. I'm not obligated to keep him company. I've got the music for you. Now play me the song.
Hey, thanks, Light. Okay, here goes.
You always loved this song. I remember when you told me what it was about. That you had to believe in tomorrow, no matter how bleak the future seemed to be. Keeping hope alive gave you the strength to make tomorrow a better place. I can see you now like it was yesterday, humming the song softly to yourself. Tell me, Sarah, can you hear it now? Are you somewhere close watching me remember you?
That's some story. So, the patron was her fiancé, and this was one of her favorite songs? And it must mean a lot to him. It would bring back a lot of memories. By the way, what's the song called?
It's called Miracles. You want to do me a favor? Keep playing it as often as you can. Maybe he'll be able to hear it. It'll do him good.
Sure, no problem. I doubt he can hear me down here, but I won't stop playing it, just in case. Miracles do happen sometimes, right?
perfect message for times like this. The world may be about to end, but miracles can still happen if you believe.
Hope you might be right. Who knows? Music can be a very powerful thing. That's one chick found.
This little fella is lost? You don't say. Well, if you have to take him back to his friends, it can't be helped. I'm gonna miss him, though.
That's 5 chicks. You only need one more.
Aha!
Ah, good. I was hoping the owner would turn up. He was a hungry stray, so I've been looking after him and feeding him. But he's all yours now.
That's it, number 6. You should take the chicks back to where Primrose is waiting. She should be in the Auger's quarter.
I've got some good news for you. I've found all of your missing friends.
You have? And all 6 of them? They're safe and sound? Thank you! What a kind human you are! Look, can you see? My friends are saying thank you as well!
You're welcome.
When the first chaos swept us away, I didn't know what to do, so I prayed. I prayed for someone to help me, and that I wouldn't be taken away from my friends.
Don't lose them again.
Oh, I won't, I can promise you that. We're never gonna let that happen again. And now it's time for me to return to my normal form. Thank you, Savior.
Did she really just turn back into a chocobo? How does she do it? Boy, do you know what happened here?
Beats me. I'm just as surprised about this as you are. Maybe the person we talked to was just an illusion, created by this little one's desire to be with her friends again.
End of the video. Bro for 5. No idea how long it is. Hopefully it was an hour and 40 something minutes, because it looks like these episodes will be between an hour and 40 or an hour and 30. So yeah, that's why I'm stopping the recording, because I'm lost. I don't know what to do next. I mean, I know what to do. I need to jump over and over to meet whoever's in that ship, which I know who. And I need the Chocobo to fly, because right now Chocobo can't fly. Chocobo's too injured. So I think it definitely needs more food. I can't get inside the other area until it's like 8 p.m. or like 7 at night. I mean daytime. In game time, not real time. And I know there's a couple more missions that might give me more Chocobo feed or whatever, like to feed up my Chocobo, because it won't take those things I told you that powers it up, and then when you get the third one, or maybe there's 5. I'm hoping there's not 5, but I marked it 3 of them at least. So yeah, that's the end, and my phone's dying again. So bro55, fuck you phone, bye. Type down this, bye.